Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. And you're tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, please follow us on all our socials, on Instagram and Twitter at ViewerAnonPod, on Facebook, VA Pod Watch Group, on YouTube, Viewers Anonymous. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And then, of course, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/Viewers Anonymous and become a viewer for a low price of, I believe it's under $4, might even be under $3. Who knows?
I think it's $2.99.
Yeah. So just join up, catch all our outside, episodes, all our behind the scenes joints where, we kind of kick back and just have a little, free chat about movies and TV that's going on throughout the year. And then last but not least, man, hey, happy New Year to everybody that's listening. This is the last episode of 2024. I know I said that Fight Night was coming up. However, we did not get a chance to record it yet due to me being sick. So we had to stay on schedule. We had to get to it, man. We will be having Fight Night in the near future, so stay tuned for that one. But today, man, we are doing something very, very fun. We are going to have a nice little kickback for the end of the year. But before I get to that, what's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
Oh, man. First and foremost, man, Happy New Year's, man. Hope you had a good Christmas.
Absolutely.
But I'm good, man. It's been an up and down week, man, as far as Christmas, family, you know what I'm saying? Work been insane. I'm glad this Christmas rush is over with.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty challenging, but things been cooling down. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting some content in. I finished up some shows and stuff like that. Been putting some pods out on the 28 minutes or less, since you've been out of commission, man. I was like, let me go ahead and jot these 28 minutes or less, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the people some content. But I've been good though, man. Other than being sick, man, how you been?
I've been amazing. Well, yeah, other than being sick, I've been amazing, man. I finally got, back moving around and everything, and I'm good, man. The first couple of days was it took me down bad. It was Christmas Eve. I was down all day Christmas Eve. And then Christmas, I was able to get up, and watch my kids open their stuff. And, they got excited about that. And I had to go back, down to the tomb and go right back to sleep. And then after that, man, it was pretty much just, it was cruising from there, bro. I got a lot of rest, drunk a lot of water. And I'm back to it. So it took me down for about 4 days, a good little 4 days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back up and running. I still hear it's a little scratchy, but you know what I'm saying. But we can get to it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can get to it. Ain't no big deal.
Yeah, my face is full of mucus right now, bro. I've been blowing my nose and hawking up mucus all day long. So if you guys hear me in the middle of a conversation kind of pause, just know that's what's going on. However, this episode though, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we bringing you guys a treat, man, because we decided to do our very own award style show. We're doing the best of 2024 Viewers Anonymous Awards, the first ever Viewers Anonymous Awards, man. So you guys sit back, get ready, and we are going to tell you about our best and our favorites of 2024. We got a few categories to go through. Here and there, we'll probably give out some honorable mentions. So you guys just sit back, enjoy. We got a nice episode ahead of us. So starting off, man, before we even get into the categories, bro, how did you feel about this year for movies and television?
they're both they're not balanced and not the balance scale. I would say. This was, for me, my opinion, this was a better TV show year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of the TV shows on various platforms have been way better than the movies. Now, when we were sitting there, pre-pro, and I'm looking at, and I noticed that I haven't really watched a lot of the movies that came out this year. But
Yeah.
I think that it was movies that I was never really that excited about anyway. So I seen what I seen, but I don't think that anything really matched up to the amount of TV shows that I enjoyed than when it comes to movies. I think this year, movies wise, it was a downer, and I don't think next year. So you remember last year we did that whole thing, like we did the what we were looking forward to show.
Yeah.
So they did another one of those picture joints. So everything that's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I meant to send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. It ain't even really nothing to be super
Nothing
excited
even be
about.
shaking the stick at.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think movie wise, man, especially like the movies that are going to the theaters,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't really slapping like that, man. They ain't really slapping like that.
Oh
But,
man.
what about you though, man? How you felt about this year?
I kind of agree with you, man. I think it was this was a great year for television. Whether it was, your local channels or whether it was a streaming service, whether it was cable channels, television reigned supreme this year. I was not looking to the movies and really seeing anything that it was like it really yeah, it really wasn't anything that was like must see for me. Um there were good movies. I'm not saying that, we had some bad ones, but there were a lot of good movies that came out this year. But I don't think it was anything that I like seen and I kind of jumped at like, oh, I have to go see this. Like when I remember when Oppenheimer was first being first being marketed in the movie theaters. And I had walked out and seen the poster for it, and I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta go see this. I don't remember anything looking at it and it was like, yo, I gotta see this. Well, I take that back. That's not true. Because one of the movies that I got this year that was the only one, but it ended up happening later. It didn't end up like happening like early in the year or earlier than it was supposed to. It was like right when they start showing the trailers for it and stuff like that. That's when I was like, okay, I gotta see this. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you on that, man. This was TV's year for sure.
Yeah. Well, good. We're on the same page because I'm telling you, it was just the definition of mid. I mean,
Yeah,
it was just mid. And then the stuff that I thought was gonna be good, watched it. It's
man,
like,
it was a lot of letdowns, bro. Oh my god,
yeah.
it was so many letdowns. Here's to you, M. Night Shyamalan, the king of letdown. Yeah, buddy. Here's to you. This is a salute, a toast in your honor. Cause God, dog, bro, Trap. I can't believe he did that to me, man.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, man. But I'm trying to think like who. I felt like what's name let me down. Jordan Peele with that Monkey Man. I didn't
I didn't think
really
Monkey Man was that bad though.
I mean, that's why I said let down. I thought that it was gonna be better. It just
Okay.
ended up being mid to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know what was going on until like a quarter of the way through the movie. So
I
like once,
still don't.
yeah, like once shit was going on, I'm like, okay, can this nigga fight? Like I'm confused. Like, is this nigga a ringer or like what the fuck is this? But eventually, like I seen what it was. It was like one of those like coming of age type stories. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I fucked with it. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like knock your socks off good, or it wasn't like I'm gonna watch this again good, but it was decent for the time, for sure.
Yeah.
So where you want to start, man? How you want to do this? You want to go platforms first, and then get into the other four?
We can do platform. You go first. I'm still up in the air with my
Okay.
platform right now.
Okay. So let's go. Let's start off with best platform original show.
Okay.
We can start off there, man. So what you got for the show?
For the show, that's easy for me. That was actually so the number one show that I had on what do you call it? This is a
28
spoiler
Minutes Ago?
alert. If you listen, no, I was trying to think of the phrase.
Oh,
Well, I was saying that it's a spoiler alert. I'm saying if you haven't listened to it. So spoiler alert for 28 minutes or less. But the number one show for me was Cross. I felt like they killed that shit, man.
really?
Yes, man.
Okay. I haven't got around to it though, so I can't say yay or nay. But I will say this though. The lead actor, Hodges,
Aldous
Hodge. Yo, hey man, I don't know where they be hiding him, but put him in movies, put him in TV. Like, what are we doing? He's a good actor.
He's really good, man. And I told you, I've been trying to tell you, man, you need to watch this. It's a Showtime show.
Mm-hmm.
It was him and Kevin Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
It's called City on the Hill. It's like two or three seasons.
Okay.
All on season was fire. He killed that shit. Him and Kevin Bacon, honestly, put on a clinic.
Do you remember back and forth with he was in before that? The one show that used to come on, what was it? Leverage?
Leverage. Yeah, he was in Leverage.
Yo. He was amazing in that.
Had Timothy Hutton in it.
Yeah, that was an amazing show, but he was amazing in that, man. Yeah, put Aldous Hodge, you know what I'm saying, back on the screen, man. We need him in more stuff, man. So you said Cross is your platform show, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But what was you about to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that, like, I have a thing in which I spoke about it on that episode, and I was speaking to someone about it, and they was like, man, you know what? You seem like a guy that the reason why you like this type of shit is because I quote unquote like to solve puzzles. Because when I think about like a lot of my favorite movies and like stuff like that, it's always a movie or a show about a detective. You know what I'm saying? This solving crimes and shit like this, like this a mystery and stuff like that. Cause like one of my favorite shows of all time is Luther. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's a fucking detective. You know what I'm saying? I love Alex Cross. You know, I still prefer the Morgan Freeman versions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I love The Negotiator. I love Bone Collector. Like, I like a lot of movies where they're solving shit. So I think that's one of the reasons why Cross really kind of took that number one spot, was because of how they put it together and some of the similarities from, you know, Alex Cross, well, the different versions of Alex Cross, but and also Aldous Hodge, man, he killed that, man. But I think once you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, respect. I mean, me personally, I'm one of those people that I have to be alone to watch mystery movies. I gotta be alone. I don't want nobody in there with me. I don't want nobody with, you know, trying to figure it out. Oh man, I'm trying to shut up, sit back, be quiet. Let's just watch this. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but no, because those type of movies you have to be focused. You have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And the story in them is always good. So I get you. I get you 100%. You can't go wrong with a good mystery at all, man. Me personally, I'm preferential to Sherlock Holmes. Any Sherlock Holmes movie, like the ones with Robert Downey Jr. and
Jude Law.
Oh man, you talking about great movies? Anytime they come on, I'm watching them. So I'm with you on that.
Did you watch Eleanor Holmes with Millie Bobby Brown?
I watched the first part of it. I watched because I want to say it's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show. I never watched it, but I just seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I watched the first episode. Then I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
First episode. I just never got around to finishing it. I definitely watched the first episode because I remember seeing like a little dress, and she got Sherlock and what's her name with her, Watson with her, sending her off somewhere. So yeah, I do. She was getting on the train or something like that. I do remember that. But I'm gonna have to finish that up though. I'm glad you said that. My platform original show, man. You've been telling me about this. My brother been telling me about this. Joe Budden been telling me about this. It's The Lioness. This is the best show out right now, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Best show out right now. But as far as platform shows, this is definitely the best. I'm talking about nonstop, edge of the seat. I put my phone down. I actually, for season 2, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So just in case, you know what I'm saying, somebody tried to reach me, they couldn't reach me while I was watching this. I went and watched the first season right before I had a chance to watch the second season, so I was able to get caught up. And I'm telling you, man, the acting in this was phenomenal. The action in it was phenomenal. The story in itself is crazy. You know what I'm saying? How they got this special group, just made up of everybody from CIA, DEA, FBI. You know what I'm saying? What's the dudes that the ATF, just anybody, you know what I'm saying? Military, army, all that, man. And they just found this little group and put them together, and they just sending them on all these international missions, infiltrating and doing spy work and all this. And man, I was hooked. I got The Lioness, man. That's to me the best platform original show out right now. But I feel like it's also one of the best shows out right now.
Well, I mean, that was number 2. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was right there. So, yeah, I fuck with that. But you're going to hear something here in a little bit with other things that we got on the category list.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, hold on real quick. Where we at? Platform original movie. So I went to Netflix and I went platform original with a documentary. I didn't do action or anything else like that. I did a documentary because this documentary, for certain, not only did I laugh, not only was I intrigued, I was in shock because I knew it happened, but the way it happened was crazy. But
Why
it's
do I
called,
feel like I know what you're about to say?
I don't know. It's called What Jennifer Did. Okay, what you thought I was about to say?
I thought you were talking about that Love on the Run joint. That lady that brought that dude out of jail.
Nah.
That's not funny because she died.
That shit was crazy, bro. Motherfucker, how do you get the lady at the front desk? That's what I want to know, man. But no, but What Jennifer Did, man. It's about this young girl in Canada who was supposed to be a college student at the time. She did not go to college. She ended up dropping out of college and hanging out with her boyfriend. And because she ended up breaking up with her boyfriend, you know, she went through a little heartache, a little struggle, but she was lying to her parents. She done made a fake degree from whatever school in Ontario or whatever she was at. I think it was Ontario, Toronto. Yeah, she was in Ontario or whatever. But she made a fake degree from there, from the school.
She done redid the septic.
Yeah, she used my method for sure. But she done lied to her parents, talking about she on holiday, just all this other stuff. And mind you, she's an immigrant too. You feel me? So you know how the immigrant parents be. They be like, yo, you got to be successful. You got to make it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pressure. Ended up getting her parents killed. Called the police. The police come and they like, yo, something ain't right in this motherfucker, bro. Because how the fuck you call us and you supposed to be tied up? And next thing you know, bro, all hell break loose. They find out she had everything to do with this shit. But the way they find out though is it's sick. But it's great, man. It's called What Jennifer Did. It's on Netflix. It's amazing, bro. It's like maybe an hour 30, maybe hour 40, but it's worth it. It's worth the good watch.
Okay. So we're doing best platform movie, right?
Yes.
All right. So my platform movie is gonna be something that, and we speak about this a lot because even though for the most part, most of the people that I think that we both associate with, not that we associate with the same people, but that we associate with more than likely got an Apple phone, but people just don't be having Apple Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my movie platform movie is going to be Wolves. Okay, it's a Apple Plus original. It got George Clooney and Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious, bro. Like Brad Pitt and George Clooney going back to back. So like basically, so this lady calls this guy, like, you know, this kid ended up acting stupid and fucking jumped off of this bed or whatever, and she thought the dude was dead. So she had this card that if anything like that was to happen, you call this number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the guy comes in, clean up, the people clean up dead bodies and clean the whole room, so so the person won't get caught, type of thing. So, well, she calls the number, and it's George Clooney. George Clooney shows up. Well, this is the only problem. Well, there's cameras in all the rooms, and Brad Pitt is one of those cleanup guys too. And the security camera caught what's going on, so they had to end up working together to clean this thing up. But they're used to working alone,
Right.
so like they just bickering the whole damn movie about who doing shit right and all this type of shit. And it turns out that they ended up kind of working for the same person or whatever. But anyway, as far as the platform movie, now it did come out in theaters, kind of like Fly Me to the Moon did, but it was always an Apple original. So that's why I chose
like the
that.
Irishman.
Yeah, Irishman, Killers of the Flower Moon was the same way.
Yep.
That type of shit. So yeah, I got this year, man. I got Wolves for my platform movie. But I'm trying to think what we got next.
We got best platform, man.
Okay.
So what you got? Made up your mind yet?
Yeah. This is, I know this is probably gonna throw you off, but I'm going off of. I'm going. I know for the most part it could be, and it probably should be Netflix, but it's not. I'm gonna go with FX/Hulu. Right?
Wow.
I know, and obviously it's on the shows.
Right.
But the reason I chose that is for 3 reasons. The Bear, obviously, I fuck with The Bear heavy.
Mm-hmm.
The other reason is they dropped this show, which was based on a true story about this Indian girl getting murdered in, where were they at? There was somewhere in the Midwest,
like Nebraska or something.
Something like that, and and they did just a live thing of it or whatever. It was a show called Under the Bridge. Ended up making my list for movies, for shows or whatever. And the other thing was the Aaron Hernandez joint that they did. Like, yo, that shit was crazy as fuck.
I'm sure.
But like, I know that's a shocker, man. But FX will be having some other shit too, like that be coming out. They do be having some movies. A lot of the movies don't really be up to par.
Yeah,
they be cool. And like I said, I know probably Netflix should be, but I'm I'm gonna go out with the shocking answer and go with FX/Hulu. Man.
Yeah, that is actually shocking. But for me, I'm going Max. Um, I came to this decision because of really two things. Frequency frequency of using the app and the quality of content. And some of the best docs I watched this year were through Max. Some of the best shows, honestly, that I watched with through Max, and then just the frequency of it all, as far as just how much I use the app. I use Max probably more than any other app out there. I mean, I'm talking about when I'm trying to watch something to go to sleep, when I'm trying to just have something on while I'm kicking back. You know what I'm saying? Just any of that, I'm going straight Max. Everything is always on Max. Plus, the DC animated joints, you can't beat them. You can't beat them. They're some of the best comic book material and comic book content that's out there. So yeah, Max got me this year. Max is my best platform this year.
Okay, I ain't mad at it. I thought you were gonna say Apple, which I should have said Apple, but
you know what? Truthfully, I wasn't on Apple TV this year like that, man. I honestly wasn't. I know it's a lot that I need to go catch up on. It's a lot that I need to go check out that I got on my list. My list is crazy right now. But yeah, I really haven't been on Apple this year. I know Silo just dropped, Severance is dropping next year. That I can't wait for. I'm gonna be on that like crazy. But there were some good shows on on Apple TV this year for sure. The Shrinking Joint, like you talking about, I gotta catch up on. It's just a lot, bro. It's just a lot.
yeah, it is a lot. I really honestly should not, when I think about it, I should have said Apple.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get into our best co-star for 2024.
Okay.
So this year for me, I'm only going co-star only because I watched the show, and as I'm watching the show, I'm saying, "Damn, she still got it. She ain't lost it." You know, it's one of those things where, you know, she was good then, and she's even better now. With time, she's gotten way better. You know what I'm saying? And it's Nicole Kidman, man, in The Lioness. Like, goddamn, she is eating that roll up. When I tell you that she is everybody's mom in that motherfucking show, she's everybody's mama in that show, bro. Get your ass in trouble and see if Nicole Kidman don't pop up on your ass while you out there. She ain't playing no games in that show, man. And I think, I think the second season they really kind of gave her a lot more spotlight and a lot more time to actually work and do her thing. And man, she is cold blooded in this show. So yeah, Nicole Kidman is my best co-star of 2024.
So we're not doing male and female. We're just doing best co-star.
Yeah, I was just gonna do better. I mean, if you want to do male and female, that's cool. I just got Nicole Kidman.
Okay.
I didn't see any guys that kind of. Well, I take that back. I'm trying to think. No. Never mind. That was 2023, right? Oppenheimer and Barbie was 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. Because I about to say Robert Downey Jr. and goddamn Oppenheimer. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. We talked about Oppenheimer this year.
Yeah, we did Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, well, I got male and female. So I'll start with the female. I know this is like off the wall, but I'm here for the smoke today. Okay. So, for the female co-star, I got, which you can't really give me too much smoke because you haven't watched it, but it's a female by the name of Abby Elliott. She plays Sugar, which is what's his name on the show? Oh man, Jeremy Allen White. I know his real name.
There?
Yeah, in The Bear. He plays his sister. Yo, man, she killed it in season 3.
Okay.
So now the thing is, like, she's pregnant, right?
Mhm.
And so she's been pregnant really all 3 seasons she's been pregnant, but like now she's about to have the baby and shit. So she had this so just her wearing this suit every day, you know what I'm saying, being pregnant.
Mhm.
And on top of that, the one episode where they zero, because the great thing about The Bear, right?
Mhm.
The one thing that I love about shows is character development, right?
Yeah.
What Bear does, and they've been doing this since the show came out, where they would give an episode to a character.
Okay.
So it'll be like, so this character, like, was she really, really shine? It was her episode of where her water broke and she's on her way to the hospital and she's calling everybody and nobody's answering the phone. So she had to call the one person that she did not want to call.
Her baby's daddy.
Nope. No, she had a baby that her husband was out of town.
Oh, okay.
So she had to call her mom.
Oh no.
Which is played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And when I tell you, Jamie Lee Curtis fucking murders this role, but it ain't about her. Man, they back and forth in that episode. Like, that was top-notch acting. Okay. And I've never seen her in anything else. I don't know who this woman is. But we're talking about 2024. She murders that shit, man. If y'all seen The Bear, you know what I'm talking about. So this is gonna be wild. I'm looking at you because I must see your facial expression on the mail. So the mail that I got for Co-Star, it's a show, obviously, because like I said, to me, shows just killed it this year.
Yeah.
Your guy, Peter Skarsgård, man, and motherfucking Presumed Innocent. Yo, this month, he kills the creep every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
He's a creep in like everything he play in, and like just how creepy he was, how dedicated he was, how good he was at showing you that he was in love with this woman and she gave him no play.
Hey, a real creep. You know what I'm saying?
And he had that cat.
Career creep.
Yo.
Yeah, any man with a cat that's automatically a red flag.
That was all. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Like, he does such a great job with the shit. And I know on that pod we end up going down a whole damn wormhole of motherfucking Men Don't Cry. I mean, Boys Don't Cry. When he played the creep that raped Tina Brandon. But anyway, I think in Presumed Innocent, man, even the courtroom scenes, like, he did a great fucking job on that show.
Right.
Like, he really did. I don't know how much we really, really talked about it on that episode, but when you said like we was doing co-stars of the year, I was like, yo, Peter Skarsgård, man. He murdered that role in Presumed Innocent. So that's what
the Skarsgård family, bro, they are working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got one of them in Marvel. That's the professor. I think it's Kellen, or is it Ellen or Kellen Skarsgård? I think that's the dad.
I forget what his name is.
And then you got Bill Skarsgård, who's doing fucking left and right work.
Yeah, he doing the joints.
Yeah, no, he is Nosferatu this year.
Oh,
I can't wait. That's another one. That's one I can't wait to see for sure. I didn't even know this was even on the slate to drop. I can't wait to see this shit. Nosferatu is my shit. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh man, you gotta go back and watch the old school ones. Like it's supposed to be about like the vampires and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Dracula and shit like that. But it's all horror. But man, like you know the one vampire, he real skinny, he got big ass head, real pointy nose and pointy ears, and he real pale.
I don't think I've
Hold
seen
on.
it.
If I show you a picture of him, you'll know exactly. You know exactly who I'm talking about. This dude right here.
Oh, okay.
That's Nosferatu.
Got you.
Yeah, so Bill, I think it's Bill Skarsgård. He's supposed to be playing him in this new one that they remaking. I can't wait to see it.
Okay. But yeah, that's my nomination this year, man. I think he killed it.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, man. So now we are moving on up to best actress. Who you got this year for best actress?
Best actress. Going with TV show again. And I told you that I was going to be mentioning something else about this person when you was talking about it, man. But I'm sorry, man. Zoe Saldana, man. Come on, man.
We got one.
Hey, bro.
We got one, bro. We got one.
Murdering this shit, man.
Hey, man.
She's murdering this, man.
Hey, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know what happened on that Colombiana set, but whoever switched her body out and went action and just kept that in there with her, bravo. Because she is destroying this shit, bro. When she walked up the dude and she started yelling and screaming, and that motherfucker was like, "Who do you think you are? I'm the highest ranking officer in this motherfucker." And you know, everybody better start acting like it. I said, "Oh shit!" She was not playing no games like that one where old girl grabbed her and shit, and she started whooping her, and then remember her and Cruz got into a fight, and she beat up on Cruz. I was like, "Yeah, she cold blooded, bro. Man, Joe ain't to be played with."
Man, cold blooded. And then, like I say, we got shit. We could put this out the box. We got an appreciation episode coming up on her soon. We'll get more into this, but she's the only actress in history to have $4 billion box office movies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Both of the Avengers of Endgame and Avengers. Avatar. The Avatar. Both of those hit $1 billion.
Yep.
So she's the only actor too.
She got Guardians of the Galaxy too.
So she's
killing shit right now.
Killing it. But like, yeah, she's my best actor of the year. I ain't seen nobody put on the clinic like she did in that show.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, we tied up on that one. So that's also my actress of the year, man. Because like I said, because of the lioness, bro. Like she really makes first and foremost, her having to deal with what she's dealing with out in the field, right? Like having to deal with controlling the team, having to deal with, maybe possibly losing a team member or trying to keep your team member safe, making sure that the mission goes clear and everything else. And then having to come home and deal with the fact that you don't get to see your children often. You don't get to see your husband often. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is growing up right before not even right before your eyes, but it's an internal battle of wanting to be home, but also wanting to be out there, you know what I'm saying, in the world, protecting America, but, having to deal with the stuff that she dealt with her daughter, and then having to deal with the fact that, her marriage is kind of on the rocks right now. So doing all that and then still being able to stay focused and go out there and do what she do. And then not only that, like the towards the end of this season, you know what I'm saying? Like they on the brink of being like, yo, we getting a divorce. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter ended up getting into a car accident. Like there was just so much where she was able to really showcase, you know what I'm saying, that talent that she has, bro. It was, she did her thing, man. She did her thing. I haven't seen anything like that in a show or a movie this year.
I would agree. Like just that the dynamic of the dedication to her job, and then also like the one part that really stood out to me was, when she got out of the hospital from getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people who haven't seen the show, if you haven't seen it, like her husband is a doctor, so he knows everything that's going on with her. He knows she need to lay down, rest, all this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she wanted to leave because of something, and so she said, "Look, I'm gonna do something I never do." She said, "I'm gonna tell you about one thing," and that's when she was telling them about the girls that was being trafficked, and she was like, basically, if you saw this, would you let this go?
Right.
She was like, I can't. She was like, I know what I need to do, but I need to go try to save these girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was but she put a clinic on this shit, man. I'm sorry.
Hell of a clinic, man. Hell of a clinic. So let's move on to Best Actor of 2024. Now I got one that might surprise you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My Best Actor, man, of 2024 is Pedro Pascal. When I tell you, bro, this dude is killing it all, bro. I'm talking about from action movies to dramas to shows to movies. I mean, he's doing it all. You know what I'm saying? He killed it when he was in The Last of Us on Max, based off the video game. He killed it, you know what I'm saying, in the lead role for that. He killed it when he was in The Mandalorian. He's killing it, you know what I'm saying, in shit. I mean, this dude is in everything, bro. It is gonna be hard pressed to find something that he's not in 2024. And he got a lot more stuff to come. You know what I'm saying? He was in what is the one film, man? He was
Gladiator 2.
He
in the new Gladiator joint.
Yeah, he in the new Gladiator 2. It's another one that I'm forgetting right now, but he was in that. I mean, like, dude is in pretty much every goddamn thing. He in Star Wars. He about to be in Marvel. I mean, he just killing the game right now, bro. He doing it all.
I'm not mad at it. I got one that's even gonna shock you.
Okay.
So he was actually in 2 shows this year.
Mm-hmm.
But we did a pod on one of them. Yo, Luke James.
Luke James,
man. Listen. Hold on. You don't know him by name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly who Luke James is.
Yo, come on, man. In Them season 2?
Yes, yeah.
Man, he killed
No, but let me tell you the craziest part about it. I'm shocked that you picked Luke James for sure. But now that you say that, thinking back to that Them season 2, that's really not a bad pick because this nigga's not an actor. He's a singer.
Exactly. And
this nigga's a singer.
So he had 2 shows come out this year. He had Them season 2 and he had season 6 of The Chi.
Oh, okay.
And he kills it in that as well. But like, man, just what really, really got me, man, was the whole dynamic of playing a black guy who was raised by a rich white family.
Yeah.
And he changed his voice, he's changed his mannerisms and all this type of shit. And then he's trying to be an actor in the show. And then actually, when he put that mask on, he came out that bathroom.
Fuck that mask. Nigga, when he went for that audition, bro. Hey, man, he was out of place.
Hey, but they was looking at him like, boy, this black dude can't play a gangster to save his life.
And that white woman looked at him like, sir, even I'm not scared of you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I could rob you before you rob me, sir. That is an awesome pick, bro. Damn, that is an awesome pick.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, like he showed his ass in them, bro.
He did, man. And then just that scene, man, when he went to the restroom and came back out in character of that serial killer. Hey, boy, I was like, yo, this dude. Hey, boy, this dude, and I'm sorry. 2024. I gotta give it. Man. Two surprising picks there. I don't think anybody that religiously listens to this podcast
never would have picked the best actors for sure. Yeah, that was I like that. I like that a lot. That shows our range, man. That shows our range.
Yes.
All right, man. Let's go to best show.
We did best show. Hold on, wait a minute.
No, we did best platform original show. We doing best show.
Okay, well, if we doing it that way, Lioness, shit.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, look, we already done spoke about it a good bit on this pod. Ain't no reason to go deep into it, but I would go Lioness, man. It was just that 1 and 2 on my list, so nothing else really. I won't say came close because I think The Bear was really, really good. Mm-hmm. And also, I know you're not into it, but the Power Book Raising Kanan joint.
You got that.
That shit was really good though.
I can't watch it, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
I seen Snowfall, bro.
I mean, that different though.
It's very different. Trust me, I know. It's very different. I've heard the niggas being caught on fire and coming back to life in season 2. All kind of shit. Snowfall, man, we don't have.
He didn't catch fire, man. The building was on fire. He got out.
I didn't see it. I'm just saying what other people said. When I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, nah. Man, Snowfall to me was the epitome, bro. It was the epitome of the inner city drug dealer / gangbanger / struggle show, bro. Like to me, I don't think a show has ever been able to touch an audience like that. And I'm talking about it ain't been one like that since what, The Wire?
I would say probably The Wire and The Sopranos.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The Sopranos was one. I mean, like, to me, Snowfall is up there with that shit. Snowfall is up there with The Sopranos and The Wire and all that. Like, nigga, that's how great that show was. So, yeah, Power.
One of these days,
man. I don't believe Mary J. Blige is out here doing crime.
Man, listen. I love Mary J., but she might be the worst thing about Power Book 2 because
she's not a good actor at all. At all. What was it, a movie? What? No, she was in Umbrella Academy. Horrible.
Yeah, that didn't fit her at all.
No. Yeah, salute to Mary J. though.
Oh yeah,
a legend, an icon, just not in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't her bag. So yeah, nah. But we ain't here to shit on Mary J. Blige. We're here to give flowers to, you know what I'm saying, our favorite shows. And mine is on Apple, and it is Lady in the Lake. And when I tell you, man, Natalie Portman does an astounding job in this film. I forgot the other lady's name. Give me a minute. Because, man, this show was it was one of the ones where I just seen the cover of it. I seen Natalie Portman. I fuck with Natalie Portman heavy. And I've been messing with Natalie Portman since Star Wars. So the other lady's name is Moses Ingram. She is in a bunch of she's in something else, bro. Oh, that's right. She did the Obi-Wan Kenobi joint on Disney Plus. She was the I forgot what her title was, but she was like one of the generals for Darth Vader in that show. She did an amazing job. But no, she does a great job in this one as well. Moses Ingram kills her role as I think her name was Cleo Johnson. And basically she is like on the down and outs, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to find ways to get her money together. Her husband is like a struggling entertainer, but they not really together. They on a separation. They got 2 kids. One of the kids is dealing with sickle cell and he needs money for treatments. They don't got the money. So she devises a plan to get the money from the local crime lord in the city. And she's like a numbers, well, not necessarily, she's not a numbers runner for him. She's more like an accountant or whatever for him. But basically, you know what I'm saying, she go through a couple of the numbers runners and the bookies and stuff, and she switch everything up, and they basically like run like a heist on them. But Natalie Portman is like a reporter. She wants to be a reporter, and she's trying to report on everything that's going on within the inner city and stuff. And I think it's set in like the 70s or whatever, but it's an amazing show. She ends up Cleo Johnson ends up faking her death to escape. It's dope. It's dope. But it's not that, it's the way she does it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fantastic show. It's on Apple Plus. Gotta check that out when you guys get a chance. Called Lady in the Lake. And that's my best show for 2024.
Okay. I've tried twice. I fell asleep on it both times.
Yeah, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn at first. But once it gets into it, boy, man, it gets into it.
Okay.
So last one, man. This is the big one. Movie of the year, 2024. S. Foster, man. Close this thing out with a bang. What is your 2024 best movie?
Man, I don't know if it's gonna be a bang, but it's between 2 movies, man. Honestly, it's between 2 movies, man. And I don't know. They're very different from each other, but only 2 movies this year really, really stood out to me. I'm trying to determine which one I want to make the one.
Mm-hmm.
It is between Maxine and Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh man,
because I love what they did with Maxine. I think that trilogy is a slept on trilogy that they have there. Mia Roth is killing it, playing Maxine and playing Pearl. I love the story of it and all of that, but then also the nostalgia of Bad Boys and them bringing it back.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I kind of lean a little bit more towards Maxine is I feel like there was maybe a little bit of overacting in the Bad Boys movie. But I think that they did well with the script. And the whole, what do you call it? When you have people pop up.
The guest spots.
Yeah, like the guest spots was kind of like, did we need it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, oh no, man. I honestly, man, I might have to go Maxine, man. I might have to shock the world with Maxine. I feel like that might have been out of the things that I saw that came out this year. And we talked about this before, and so I want to give a disclaimer to the people. I haven't watched a lot of the new movies that came out this year. So I don't have a very long list to choose from because as far as movies, like a lot of things did not stand out. Like I said this at the beginning of the podcast. This was more of a TV show type of year for me, where it was a lot more content that was coming out on TV shows. But as far as like the movies, like the only other movie that I can put up there with those 2 movies is the Deadpool Wolverine movie. But that movie it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was very good, but it was obnoxious. But it's supposed to be. So I think that would probably be like my third. But so those are like, now that was the movie that was being promoted like crazy. That was the one that they was shoving down our throats, is the Deadpool Wolverine movie. and I understood why they did. And I think that's another reason why Maxine kind of went slept on, because Maxine wasn't really promoted like that. They didn't have the movie budget to promote like they did with Deadpool and Wolverine and the Bad Boys movie. I mean, like there wasn't like a press run also put together for the Maxine movie. And I kind of like the underdog, to be honest with you. So I'm probably gonna go with Maxine. Shout out to A24. Also, shout out to Mia Goth. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that this was a Jason Blum production as well. I think this was done in the Blumhouse. And fun fact, and I don't know if people know this or not, is that, and I did a pod on this joint. I did a pod on Maxine. But shout out to my guy, Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? Scott Muscudi. He is an executive producer of Maxine. Now, if you get into the whole Maxine, Pearl, and X joint, he actually played like a porn star in the X one, but he ended up just being involved behind the scenes on Pearl and Maxine. So shout out to that dude as well. So I know this was a shocker. I know that this wasn't some of the movies like my highly anticipated movie of the year was because I remember we were talking about that at the beginning of the year, and I said Twisters, and you laughed me off the pod. But I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was just cool. And that's what a lot of the movies was this year. A lot of movies was cool. Like Twisters was cool. Abigail was cool. Back to Black was cool. That was the Amy Winehouse movie that they ended up putting on Peacock. Like, it was just cool. And that's what this year was. Roadhouse, we did a pod on that. It was cool. That's what a lot of this year was. The Killers, where it came out. That was on what that movie dropped on? It dropped on Peacock. And like I say, it was cool. I mean, it was a lot of movies. Like you mentioned the Trap movie, where you said that movie was mid. And you said that M. Night Shyamalan got us again. So I just feel like a lot of the movies that came out this year were mid. I mean, I watched that, and I've only watched this movie once. I just watched it last night. I did the 688, like the Netflix joint. It was cool. The Don't Move joint that came out on Netflix. It was cool. Like a lot of the movies, man, they just didn't. Nothing really stands out. And then the Rebel Ridge joint, where everybody went crazy over that, and Deliverance and all of that, which we killed that on the pod that we did. I don't know, bro. But this is also something that we spoke about, where I don't know if we was thinking that it was going to affect 2024 movies, but we was talking about the whole actor strike and the writing strike,
and it seemed like it did
affect
at least the movies.
Yeah, I mean, it feel like that may have been something that maybe this is why this year was so big.
Yeah,
but that's what I got though, man. What you got,
man? So, like I said, I agree with you. It really wasn't too much to shake a stick at this year, man. But December, it brought us, no snow, but a lot of presents. You know what I mean? Gladiator 2 is my movie, man. Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Phenomenal work. Way to bring up the story, way to continue the story from the first one. It's not as good as the first one. The first one is my joint. It ain't as good as the first one. He ain't no Russell Crowe, but he did a hell of a job. Denzel, man, that's the only person I know who can be a New York nigga in ancient Rome. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
funny.
nobody's gonna question it. Nobody's gonna question. He did phenomenal in that joint, man. He showed his skills, like an icon to the fullest, bro. He really showed you why he is who he is in that film. And not only that, like that's right in his wheelhouse too. You know what I'm saying? Having that, like Othello and Shakespeare, like around that realm, like that's all that is right in his wheelhouse. So he really did his thing in that. The actor, I forgot I think it's Mescal or something like that. I forgot what his first name is, but man, he did his thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He did a great job. This is my first time really seeing him in a role like this, and I like it. I like it, bro.
Okay.
I want to see him in more stuff. But yeah, Gladiator 2 was my film of the year, man. I didn't see anything else touching this one. This one was phenomenal.
Okay. I'm mad at it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet though.
Yeah. But when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh man. But I believe that's it, bro.
It's gonna do it. I think we got some shocking answers out there, man. Hopefully,
Absolutely.
man, we can get some people to hit up the comment section, man. They put the comment section on the Spotify joint, so y'all can comment on some of the things that we doing. But I would listen. I want people to comment because I want some feedback, and I also want to hear some other people's nominations as well. If y'all got the time to do so.
Yeah, man. So call to action. If you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you know what I'm saying, you leave a comment. Make sure you leave an answer to the question. We'll drop a question in there and we'll ask you guys, who's your favorite actor, or what I'm saying, where do you what are your nominations? What are your winners and nominations for the best movies and television of the year this year? You can use the topics that we used, and you can answer while you're on Spotify, listening or watching us. And last but not least, you already know you can hit us up on those socials, preferably on Instagram or X or Twitter. You can let us know what you think. And that's that, man. Listen, thank you guys so much. Man, we appreciate you all. Before we get up out of here, let's get into the coming. Because we ain't doing Fire Flames. Let's get into coming soon.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
The next episode is going to be Lady in the Lake.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, Fight Night. I'm sorry.
No, remember, because we got not sidetracked, but you got sick on the anniversary episode.
Oh, that's right. Anniversary episode. That's
because it's gonna be the 5-year anniversary on the 1st.
On the 1st. So we're gonna do it on the Yep.
Okay.
You right.
Well, we're gonna talk.
We'll talk about it. I'm sorry, the anniversary episode in there, man. 5 years, man. 5 of them things. You know what I'm saying? We started this thing in 2020. We 5 years in, bro. So many episodes done, so many trials, so many errors. We started a Patreon. We got some live shows we're gonna do coming up. So get ready, get tuned in, man. Join us. Let's have some fun. 5 years, man, and we got many, many more to go. I can't wait. And we're gonna get to it. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you thought to yourself, how the hell did Zoe Saldana get Best Actress? Hit us up. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? On all the socials. You can hit us up personally. For me, on X at Scoots Bronson. I got a link tree in the bio. You can find me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram, Twitter, well, X, and TikTok. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. I also so I did the top shows of 2024 last week, and I just put out 2 weeks ago, and I just put out my top 10 albums of the year. So that is out there in the world. So go check that out on all major platforms.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening, for watching, for all your support. It's always greatly appreciated. There could be no us without you. Have a happy new year. Be safe, be careful, but most importantly, have fun. And let's start 2025 off with a bang. Like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.